Hello bandits. Thanks to the folks at Camel 101 and Wired Productions, I'm taking a look over the up-close psychological horror title showing off the blue-eyed fiends in Those Who Remain. Those Who Remain is a relatively slow-moving title. You'll move through the desolate town of Dormont with malevolent blue-eyed beings following your every move as you attempt to stay in the light. Moving into shadows is a dangerous idea and you'll see your game cut short pretty quickly. You'll need to find a way to illuminate the areas you pass through so that you can make your way through the various locations in the town. Without giving too much away, you'll also need to make some moral choices through the title as to whether you forgive or condemn certain characters as you follow a narrative and uncover a winding backstory along your way. Those Who Remain is rated by PEGI at 16 and by the ESRB as a mature 17+. The title contains a small amount of violence, and in honesty the visuals and animation means that it's possibly not the worst element as death is bloodless. However, there are some scenes with dead bodies which may not be well received. There's also a lot of language in the title, as well of course as the fear element, as you are chased and hounded in exactly the sort of style you'd expect from a psychological horror title. In terms of sexual content as well, one of the main antagonists does have what appear to be exposed breasts. Overall, as you might have guessed, it's one which I'm saying is not suited for the younger generation. And with that stacked up, onto the rundown. Visuals poor. The title has the familiar grain texture, which is fairly common for titles running the Unity engine. While that's not awful, there are a number of areas where visuals need a little polish. There are also times when areas seem not to be illuminated when they are, and vice versa, which can cause serious issues for a title which leans so heavily on staying in the light. Audio good. The voice acting in the title is well made, and the soundtrack does a great job of building tension through the title. Narrative good. I really enjoyed the narrative through Those Who Remain, and the little pickups along the way can give a nice insight into the history of the town. Replay fair. With different endings and a lot to pick up along the way, there is a little here to give you an excuse to pick up and run back through at least one more time. Overall, the Pixel Bandits Blue Man group level for Those Who Remain is approach with caution. I've enjoyed the puzzle elements of this title, even if they do appear to be a little obtuse at times. I've also enjoyed the story elements which have kept me going throughout. However, the visual issues I've come across and general speed of the title have detracted somewhat. The relatively low price point isn't quite enough for me to say go out and give it a try, but it's also not one which I feel has wasted my time. And that's all I've got for you today. Don't forget to join the conversation over on Facebook and Twitter, and let me know your thoughts on this one as well. As ever, more reviews, streams and absolute nonsense coming your way very soon, so don't wander too far.